Hi, I've been asked to talk about one or two notable insolvency cases. The first one that springs to mind is the House of Fraser. That initially successfully proposed a CVA to its creditors, which was based on some new investment coming from a Chinese investor and also a deal with the landlords to reduce some of the estate and rents. Unfortunately, the landlords subsequently challenged the CVA decision, and the Chinese investor had financial troubles at home and decided that it wasn't going to make the investment. So despite the House of Fraser initially agreeing a CVA to rescue the business, it ultimately collapsed into administration. However, it was a pre-pack administration whereby the House of Fraser was sold the same day that it went into administration for £90 million to sportsdirect.com, and that business is now in the process of resurrecting the business and apparently is trying to create it into the Harrods of the High Street. Second notable insolvency that's occurred recently would be that of Carillion, which was a big outsourcing contractor that had lots of government contracts. That ran out of cash. In fact, it only had about £25 million in the bank at the point of it going into liquidation. And the reason it really went into liquidation was because it didn't have enough money in the bank to pay administrators to do an administration. So it went into compulsory liquidation, which meant that the official receiver, a civil servant, got appointed, and he then took the financial risk of sorting out the collapse of Carillion, but he subcontracted that work back out to the private sector by and large to do the various things they needed to do to minimise the damage to the economy through that collapse. The third insolvency is probably one of the biggest of all times, was that of Lehman Brothers, which collapsed during the financial crisis of 2008-2009, when there was a wholesale complete collapse of confidence in the global banking sector, and the American government declined to really underwrite their position, and as a consequence the Lehman Brothers collapsed into insolvency, and that you had balance sheet assets and liabilities of hundreds of billions of dollars, and it's taken about 10 years to unwind all of their financial contracts and to repay creditors. So that's a quick canter through three sort of fairly high profile insolvencies that use different processes in different industries to solve what was quite a significant problem at the time.